everyone, and welcome one and all to what could very well be the final episode of Echo. Again. How many final episodes will this series fucking have? This is the final short story for Echo. It is called Trip. And so let's just get right into it. I don't believe there is going to be... I don't know if there's going to be anything unlocked after this. So let's see. There's more space for something. Ooh, we get the hum right away. That's not good. And there's no date. Oh, no, there's the date. October 2014. Just about 10 months before, I don't know, some amount of months before the fucking reunion's supposed to happen, because that happens during the summer. So, oh, not you. Not here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this isn't in Brian. This is the Tetanus Alley crew. Oh no, I remember one thing. I have a feeling I might know what this is, but I don't want what I think this might be to be what it is. But I remember something else being alluded to, but not mentioned too much, and it possibly could be it. But let's move along. Let's see. I let the sugar cube roll around on my tongue, realizing how gross sugar really is without anything to go with it. Or maybe it's the LSD. Does acid taste like anything? I guess the cube is a little bit bitter, sort of. I look over at Jeremy, whose mouth is open, and I can see the sugar cube bounce around on his tongue. No! Oh, Yep, that's what I was worried about. That's what I thought. Yeah, remember on Carl's route there had been... It's the reason why they go to Tetanus Alley in the first place to ask about him, is because... there had been... he had gone there sometime to get fixes about stuff. And they had alluded that it hadn't just been weed. Are you sure there's anything in this? I don't taste it. What? Oh, God. Just got the notification the next build of Burrows is public. I will never, ever be caught up. I'm playing too many games. There's too many fucking games. It don't taste like anything. I let the cube clack against my teeth a few times before it breaks up and starts dissolving a lot faster. No turning back. Ah, God, Jeremy's fucking face. Ugh. No turning back now. I tap my hoof against the messy floor, making the bed I'm sitting on squeak. Jeremy grins at me. Dude, relax. Remember, good vibes, otherwise you're gonna trip bad. Him saying that only makes me more nervous as I put my face in my paws. Shit, man, I shouldn't have done this. Can I throw it up? He laughs at me, but at this point I'm so nervous I can't be mad at him. In a way, I'm latching onto him for guidance because I know he's done this before. No, you can't throw it up. Remember, good vibes. This is about discovering yourself. Couldn't we at least have done this outside? This isn't exactly my idea of a place I want to find myself in. I glance around Jeremy's trailer and wrinkle my nose. Now, my room isn't spotless, but Jeremy's place is downright nasty. Underneath the smell of pot is a layer of mold and rotten food. The light is a sickly yellow that turns everything in this 70s-ass trailer into a piss-stained color. The walls are paneled wood with missing parts, and it's hard to see through the plates, bottles, and used tissues, gross, to the orange shag carpet underneath. No, I don't want that bitch cop finding us. She's already got it out for me. He lays back on the bed, looking at the ceiling, one of his giant ears folding under his head. He lifts his head back up to swat it back into position. You're over your whole anxiety stuff, right? I told you this ain't like pot. It's not something you fuck around with. Well, you saying shit like that is really helping. I try to keep my voice steady. He watches me for a while, then nods to his shitty TV. Want to watch something while it sets in? Might help you relax. That does sound like a good idea, but still I'm not so sure. Wasn't I doing this to discover myself? Now that I think about it, I'm not really sure why I decided to do this in the first place. Maybe to figure out why I'm so goddamn broken. He takes my silence as a yes, though, and goes over to a splintered shelf to pull out a VHS. His TV is so fucking old that it's got a VHS player built into it. Jesus, I grew up on those, man. This cartoon's got me through a lot of tough times as a kid. He turns on the TV and sticks it in. I watch the white play letters appear over the blue screen before it flickers to a faded out picture of a pink feline thing in a diaper. That's supposed to be Pink Panther? What the fuck? Distorted music crackles out of the TV's tiny speakers as the cat starts talking to us in a high-pitched whine. And I frown. This is just creepy. Nah, that's just because I've played it way too many times. Just watch and try to relax. Jeremy comes back to the bed and I lean back against the wall while Jeremy curls up next to the pillow. I'm not totally sure what the show is about since the TV is kind of quiet and the audio's all fucked up. All I can figure out is that the cat thing and his baby bird friend are trying to make something. A cake, I think, and they're making a huge mess. It's like one of those shows that might be fun to make fun of with Leo or something. Or Chase. He always laughs at the stupid shit I say. The kitchen they're in is a bright pink that almost stings my eyes. And I'm not sure if that's because of the distortion or if because it was like that originally. It starts to hurt a lot, so I look up at the ceiling. I notice a whole bunch of holes in it, and there's one part with wires hanging out and pipes inside. Suddenly, I'm really wishing I'm not here. I start to grip the bedsheets because things are really feeling light. My body feels light like a cloud, and now I know it's starting. I try to relax because that's what Jeremy said I should do. Now the ceiling's starting to move. The pattern's starting to swirl around that hole like it's a whirlpool. Oh, like it's a black hole. I don't know what to think. It's kind of cool to watch, but that feeling that I'm not connected to anything isn't really fun. And it's actually kind of scaring me. I still feel like I'm floating up towards that black hole, like it's sucking me in. I jolt and take a breath that sounds sloppy because I'm drooling down my chin and whip my head around to look at Jeremy. He's staring at his paw and he looks up and grins at me. You alright? I just stare at him. How long has it been? It's like I just jumped an eon between the time I was staring at the black hole and now as I'm staring at Jeremy's face. His eyes are bright white, like marbles burning into me. I try to breathe normally, try not to freak out. Hey, watch the TV. It's alright. If it gets too bad, you can just pull out one of your joints. I turn my eyes to the TV and see that pink tiger guy again. He's pointing at the oven, talking to the bird. It's a green bird, and for some reason the orange on the wings keeps slipping off. The color keeps moving around in the background. His wings. Oh yeah, the tripping is fucking up now. Hey, the audio's going too. The orange on his wings keeps slipping off, like the feathers are a jacket that he can't keep on. I'm still not completely sure about what's going on, but now I think I'm starting to realize. The tiger wants the bird to get in the oven to clean it, because there's shit in between the grating, stuff that needs to be cleaned off because they don't have anything to put the cake on before they put it in the oven, so the oven needs to be super clean. But the tiger doesn't really care if the oven is clean. He's gonna shut the door as soon as the bird gets inside. Then he's gonna turn it all the way up to 500 degrees and cook the bird alive. Suddenly, I'm fucking pissed. Jeremy made me watch this shit to freak me out. He didn't really want to calm me down. He wanted me to lose my mind watching this cartoon horror show. Look over at him and glare. What the fuck is this? Huh? He didn't even look up from his paw. What else is he planning? He is willing to be this cruel to me. What else is he gonna do? Suddenly I'm really scared and breathing hard, and I stand up quick, and that's when he finally looks up at me. Carl? Dude, just leave me alone. Carl, what are you saying? Stop it! I turn away and stumble to the door. Carl, whatever it is, that's not real. He sounds distracted, like he doesn't even care. He doesn't even get up off the bed to follow me, which is just fine. Stumble out and gasp as the cool air hits my lungs. It feels good because I'm leaving behind whatever bad shit is inside Jeremy's trailer, inside that black hole. And now suddenly I just feel sad and lonely. Why the fuck did I hang out with Jeremy? I stand there for a second looking around, and that's when I realize I don't even know where I am. It's dark and there aren't any lights on the streets. How the hell am I supposed to get home? Leo can help me. Just thinking about him fills me with a warm feeling. Back when I was 17 and Dad just told me he'd pay for everything. I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone. And I just stare at it and stare and stare. Because I don't even know what to push. And the little apps keep swirling around like the black hole. I shut my eyes and push where I know the phone app is supposed to be. I open them again and see the keypad. I blow out a sigh of relief. But then as soon as I push the first number, all the numbers change. I frown and push the next number. But then the numbers change right before I hit it, and I spend the next 10 minutes, 20, 80, 2 hours trying to figure it out, but that's no use. I keep shaking my phone and swearing like that's gonna help. I finally give up and stumble to my car, trying to keep my breathing under control, because I'm on the verge of a panic attack and the feeling of it's going to be way worse than the one I had in school. While I sit there in the seat in the dark and stare out through the windshield, I see the beginning of the swirls and whirlpools again. I look down at my hands, and that's when I see the fur shifting around too. I close my eyes and just think about how nice the cool leather feels against my thighs. It's the drug. It's the LSD. I'm having a bad trip. I know this, but just knowing that still scares me. At that moment, I hear and feel something run past the window and bounce over the hood of my car. I whip my head up and stare into the blackness and my throat close up. Please. Say it to no one, but everyone at the same time. It comes out strangled and whiny because I'm about to start crying. Home. I need to get home. I turn on my car, but I'm not really sure where I'm at. GPS, that'll help. I lean down towards the console, trying to find the right button. Again, things are moving around, and the bright blue LED lights are blurring and leaving long trails in my vision. I have to close my eyes again and stab at different buttons, scaring the shit out of myself when music starts blaring. Psychedelic rock is a lot less fun right now. The thing is out there and I don't want to attract it with noise. I managed to turn the music off, and what seems like an eternity later, I hear the words I've been looking for. State your destination. Home! I almost sob it out, leaning back into the seat and covering my face, sighing with relief. Navigating to Pueblo. You should reach your destination in 3 hours and 32 minutes. My eyes fly open. No! I struggle to remember the stupid name I gave it. No! Fat ass! For some reason, it's only hitting me now how stupid that name is, how unfunny and immature it is. How I've been so lazy that I haven't taken the time to change the name of my stupid GPS that I named 5 years ago. Again, I feel the bony skeletal thing rush by my passenger window, dragging its fingers along the glass. Fat ass! Navigate home! Navigating to the University of Pueblo. No! You should reach your destination in 3 hours and 39 minutes. No! I slammed my fist into the console, but ready to run out of the car into the darkness screaming for help, not only because I'm scared, but because sitting still is almost as bad as being lost. I need to move! My legs are bouncing up and down, hitting the steering wheel, and it feels like I'm peeing my pants. I take a few deep breaths. I can do this. Just need to calm down. Fat ass! Oh, hey, whoa, hey. The inner dialogue that's the font for the inner dialogue. Because Chase isn't here, it's fucking taking the fucking... It's gotta inhabit somebody. I guess it's inhabiting Carl? I mean, that makes sense, because he's the one that fucking is inhabiting, James, but wow. Stupid. Immature. Yes. I pause because I know it's not supposed to do that. Or is it? I try to remember what I was gonna say. Yes. The tone is different. Taunting, like it knows that it's fucking with me. It doesn't wait for me to say anything. Navigating to the thing. You have arrived. Your destination is on your left. I cower in my seat because I can feel it standing right next to me, outside the window, staring in at me through the glass. I cover my face with my paws and I can feel tears leaking through my fingers. I stay like that for a long time. Hours stretch into weeks, stretch into months, stretch into infinity. I feel like I fall into the black hole. God, that fucking hum. It stretches into my mind, starts pulling it apart along with the rest of my body. I start to give in,
start to give up. Navigating home. You should reach your destination in 3 minutes. Slowly, I bring my paws down from my face. The clock says 2:23. If that's right, it's only been 2 hours since I ate that sugar cube. I look at the window and see that the light is still on in Jeremy's trailer. I wonder if he's going through the same thing as me. But I'm calm now because I know why the GPS was freaking out earlier. It was stupid of me to lose my shit like that, especially now that I know that Chase is in the car, home from spring break.
Ah! Ooh! Yeah, this would be those, one of those visions that people talked about, seeing Chase back in Echo before he was really back in Echo. Oh my god!
He's been fucking with me, trying to get me to go to Pueblo with him. I remind him that I'm tripping the fuck out and that messing with me in any way isn't a good idea. I look around and can't see him, but that's okay. It's just nice that he's here.
Oh, the fading! The fading! We're fading! We're fading onto a road. Onto a paved road?
I put the car in drive and pull
into the road? Be onto the road.
Start driving where the GPS is telling me to go. I'm chill now, but I still feel like something's following me. It makes me feel better that Chase is telling me about school, how much he misses me. I think I feel him caress one of my horns, which is okay, because it feels nice. My car rolls along down the road, and over time, things start to blur together. Again, time stretches and distorts, but it's okay, because Chase is talking to me. But then his tone gets more urgent. He's trying to warn me about something. I frown, dread starting to roil in my gut again. What now? I think about looking into my rearview mirror. I don't want to, but I do. And as soon as I do, I'm screaming! Red bony with black holes for eyes, then something grabs my neck. I let out a long strangled moan of horror and my hoof slams the gas. That moment stretches, distorts, alters, and changes just like the VHS Jeremy had shown me that lifetime ago. I go back and forth, repeat and loop, that thing killing me forever.
Yep. And that's when he crashes the car, and that's why he's not allowed to drive in the main game.
I'm lifted out of my seat and my head slams into something, sending white light flashing through my eyes. An explosion hits me in the stomach and chest, and now I can't breathe. Little hard pebbles pelt the back of my head as what sounds like sand being poured out into paper echoes in my ears. Slowly, I sag back down into my seat, and my vision is full of white, a balloon pushing out of the steering wheel. On that white are little dark red spots that keep popping up in different spots. I cough, and there are a million of them. I stare at them, confused. I start to dance around in whirlpool. I crashed the car, and I also realized that I've killed Chase. He'd been sitting in the car with me, trusted me with driving, and he'd hit the windshield without the horns and the skull to protect him. I start sobbing. Liquids run down my face, tears, maybe snot, but it's dark, and I realize it's blood. It's probably all three of those things. Time stretches, distorts, loops, repeats.
Wow, that was a cool fucking effect. I like that. That was cool how you did that. Let's see it again.
Time stretches, distorts, loops, repeats.
That was fucking cool. That was fucking cool how you did that.
Somehow I get home.
Damn.
Somehow, I ditched the car and ran up the road all the way to my house. The entire way, I tried to dial 911 on my phone to get Chase some help, but the buttons won't hold still. I couldn't look at the time, but I know he's lying in a bloody heap in the passenger side footwell. As I stumbled towards the house, I realized that thing is still waiting for me. He jumped out of the car and hidden on the porch. I whimper and stare at the shadows, then run to the house. I stumble back and forth, the ground sinking toward the window wells like quicksand, sucking me in. I dodge around them, pulling my hooves out of the sinking grass, about to get stuck. Once I get to the back door, I shove my paws into my pockets, but there aren't any keys because I left them in the ignition. I sob again and look around desperately. The longer I hold still, the deeper I sink into the ground. Again, I almost give in. Then I see the treehouse. Like my legs are made of lead, I stumble across the yard, feeling the thing crawling after me. I leap up and cling to the ladder before scurrying up, my hooves slipping on the wood as I feel the tree start to sink as well. I fumble up the opening, breaking through the cobwebs and snorting up dust. I crawl to a corner and curl up, covering my eyes and facing the wall. I beg Chase to forgive me because I can't get him help. Because now I'm stuck on this sinking ship with a monster. I curl up tighter and tighter, so tight that I become my own source of gravity, my own black hole, sucking up everything around me, stretching it thin and tearing it apart. It's only then that everything settles.
Whoa!
My parents found me 3 hours later after someone had reported the accident to the cops a few hours after I'd left. My dad took responsibility for it so I wouldn't get tested for anything. Made up some excuse about walking to the house because he forgot his cell phone. I guess they didn't wonder why blood was everywhere and why my dad had no injuries.
Rich people get away with everything.
I realize what happened was just a bad trip, but I don't have any plans to try it again. I guess it helped me discover things about myself. Things I'd rather have not found out. Even now, irrational fears get the better of me. And I'm still paranoid as fuck, like everyone's keeping a big secret from me. Sometimes I'm positive they're hiding the fact that they found a dead otter in the car.
Damn. Well, there you go. That's the final short story for Echo. So I guess that was really the last episode. Unless some other shit gets added. Who fucking knows? As far as my thoughts on that short story, real quick, that was cool. I mean, it was a hell of an experience. It was something that, again, as with all the other short stories, something that was alluded to, but not explained well, or well, you know, it's not something that was fleshed out in the main story because it really didn't need to be in the main story, but it's something that we get to see shown here, you know? And now we're done. This is not the game where we get to see the story of the town of Echo. This was the story of these characters. And who knows what the fuck the other games will bring? I don't know. With the returning characters coming in arches, and with the plethora of characters in the smoke room, I have no idea if I mean, the smoke room seems to be getting closer and closer to unveiling more and more secrets about what is at the heart of the Echo thing, of the Echo curse, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And arches, I don't know, it's way too early to tell if they're going to be trying to actually resolve Echo in that game, or if it's just going to be another story about another set of characters in that town. But as far as I'm concerned, this was a nice little revisit to these characters in this town, and a nice little reminder that this game is just supposed to be the story of these characters, not supposed to be the tell-all of why this happened in this town. Because I feel like my original playthrough of this game, there was a lot of focus on, why did this happen? Tell me all the stories and the reasons why. And I still would like to know, but that's not going to happen in this game, and that's okay. So I guess if this is the final goodbye to these characters, that's alright. And unless something else happens, this really is the final bit. So for the last time, again, thank you all very much for watching Echo and my series of it. If you wanted to play this game at all, the link to it is in the description down below. The prequel and sequel and adjacent games are all linked in the description of the Patreon page. They also have an itch page, but that isn't linked in the description because YouTube doesn't like itch. Man, I gotta say goodbye to this game again. It's weird. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. Bye, everyone.